These are the generations of Esau. He is Edom. Esau took wives for himself from the daughters of the Canaanites, Adah, daughter of Elon the Hittite, and Oholibamah, daughter of Anah, the son of Zibeon the Hivite, and Basemath, daughter of Ishmael, sister of Nebaioth. Adah bore Esau Eliphaz, and Basemath bore Ruel, and Oholibamah bore Jeush, and Jalam and Korah. These are the sons of Esau, who were born to him in the land of Canaan. Esau took his wives and sons and daughters, and all the slaves of his house, and all the things that he possessed, and the livestock and everything that he had acquired, and everything that he procured in the land of Canaan. And he went out of the land of Canaan from the presence of Jacob his brother. For their possessions were too many to live together, and the surrounding land was not able to bear them from the multitude of their possessions. Esau lived on the mountain of Seir. Esau, he is Edom. These are the generations of Esau, father of Edom, on the mountain Seir. And these are the names of the sons of Esau: Eliphaz, son of Adah, wife of Esau, and Ruel, son of Basemath, wife of Esau. The sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zophar, Gatam, and Kenaz. Timnah was the concubine of Eliphaz, the son of Esau, and she bore Amalek to Eliphaz. These are the sons of Adah, wife of Esau. These are the sons of Ruel: Nahath, Zerah, Shema, and Mizah. These were the sons of Basemath, wife of Esau. These are the sons of Oholibamah, the daughter of Anah, the son of Zibeon, wife of Esau. She bore to Esau Jeush, and Jalam, and Korah. These are the chiefs of the son of Esau. The sons of Eliphaz, firstborn of Esau: chief Teman, chief Omar, chief Zophar, chief Kenaz, chief Korah, chief Gatam, chief Amalek. These are the chiefs of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Adah. And these are the sons of Ruel, son of Esau: chief Nahath, chief Zerah, chief Mizah, chief Shema. These are the chiefs of Ruel in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Basemath, wife of Esau. These are the sons of Oholibamah, wife of Esau: chief Jeush, chief Jalam, chief Korah. These are the chiefs of Oholibamah. These are the sons of Esau, and these are their chiefs. These are their chiefs, the sons of Edom. These are the sons of Seir the Horite, who inhabits the land: Lotan, Shobal, Zibeon, Anah, and Dishon, and Ezer, and Dishon. These are the Horite chiefs of the sons of Seir in the land of Edom. The sons of Lotan were Hori and Heman. The sister of Lotan is Timnah. These are the sons of Shobal: Alvan and Manahath, and Ebal, Shepho, and Anam. And these are the sons of Zibeon: Ayah and Anah. This is the Anah who found Jamin in the wilderness, when he was pasturing the donkeys of his father Zibeon. These are the sons of Anah: Dishon and Oholibamah, the daughter of Anah. These are the sons of Dishon: Hemdan and Eshban, and Ithran and Haran. These are the sons of Ezer: Balaam and Zukam, and Jukam and Akan. These are the sons of Rishon: Uz and Aram. These are the chiefs of Hori: chief Lotan, chief Shobal, chief Zibeon, chief Anah, chief Dishon, chief Ezer, chief Rishon. These are the chiefs of Horites in their chiefdoms in the land of Edom. And these are the kings who reigned in Edom before a king ruled in Jerusalem. And Balak the son of Beor reigned in Edom, and the name of his city was Dinhabah. Balak died, and Jobab the son of Zerah from Bozrah reigned in his place. Jobab died, and Husham from the land of the Temanites reigned in his place. Husham died, and Hadad the son of Bered, the one who put an end to Midian in the plain of Moab, reigned in his place, and the name of his city is Avith. Hadad died, and Samlah from Masrekah reigned in his place. Samlah died, and Shaul from Rehoboth, which is beside the river, reigned in his place. Shaul died, and Baal-Hanan the son of Achbor reigned in his place. Baal-Hanan the son of Achbor died, and Arad the son of Bered reigned in his place. The name of his city is Peor. The name of his wife is Mehetabel, the daughter of Matred, the son of Mezahab. These are the names of the chiefs of Esau in their tribes according to their region, in their territories and in their nations: Chief Timnah, Chief Alvah, Chief Eber, Chief Oholibamah, Chief Elah, Chief Pinon, Chief Kenaz, Chief Teman, Chief Mibzar, Chief Magdiel, Chief Zaphoim. These are the chiefs of Edom, in the places built in the land of their property. This is Esau, the father of Edom. Now Jacob settled in the land where his father had resided as an alien, in the land of Canaan. And these are the generations of Jacob. Joseph, 17 years of age, used to shepherd the sheep with his brothers, when he was young, with the sons of Bala, and with the sons of Zelpha, his father's wives. And Joseph brought back grievous censure to their father Israel. Now Jacob loved Joseph more than all his sons, because he was a son of old age to him, and he made him a variegated tunic. And when his brothers saw that their father was cherishing him above all his sons, they hated him, and could not speak anything peaceable to him. And when Joseph had dreamed a dream, he told it to his brothers, and he said to them, "Hear this dream that I dreamed. I imagined we were building sheaves in the middle of the plain, and my sheaf rose and stood upright. Then your sheaves, turning around, did obeisance to my sheaf." And his brothers said to him, "Surely you will not, when reigning, reign over us, or when exercising dominion, exercise dominion over us." And they proceeded to hate him more, because of his dreams and because of his words. And he saw another dream, and related it to his father and to his brothers, and said, "See, I have dreamed another dream, as though the sun and the moon and 11 stars were doing obeisance to me." And his father rebuked him and said to him, "What is this dream that you have dreamed? Shall we indeed, I and your mother and your brothers, when we come to do obeisance upon the ground to you?" And his brothers were jealous of him, but his father closely watched the matter. Now his brothers went to Sychem to pasture their father's sheep. And Israel said to Joseph, "Are not your brothers herding sheep at Sychem? Come, let me send you to them." And he said to him, "Here I am." And Israel said to him, "Go, see if your brothers and the sheep are well, and tell me." And he sent him from the valley of Hebron, and he came to Sychem. And a man found him wandering in the plain, and the man asked him, saying, "What are you seeking?" And he said, "I seek my brothers. Tell me where they are pasturing." And the man said to him, "They have departed from here, for I heard them say, 'Let us go to Dothan.'" And Joseph went after his brothers, and found them at Dothan. Now they saw him beforehand from a distance before he came near to them, and they intended to act wickedly to kill him. And they said, each one to his brother, "Here comes that dreamer. So come now, let us kill him and cast him into one of the pits. And we shall say, 'An evil animal has devoured him,' and we shall see what his dreams will be." But when Reuben heard it, he delivered him out of their hands and said, "We shall not smite him in regard to life." And Reuben said to them, "Shed no blood, throw him into this pit in the wilderness, but lay no hand on him," that he might rescue him out of their hands, and restore him to his father. Now it came about, when Joseph came to his brothers, that they stripped Joseph of the variegated tunic that was around him, and taking him they cast him into the pit. Now the pit was empty, it had no water. Then they sat down to eat bread, and looking up with their eyes they saw, and see, Ishmaelite wayfarers were coming from Galaad, and their camels were laden with fragrant substances, and pine resin and oil of myrrh. Now they were traveling to bring them down to Egypt. Then Judah said to his brothers, "What advantage is it if we kill our brother and conceal his blood? Come, let us sell him to these Ishmaelites, but let our hands not be upon him, because he is our brother and our flesh." And his brothers listened. And some Midianite traders were passing by, and they drew out and brought up Joseph from the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 gold pieces, and they brought Joseph down to Egypt. Then Reuben returned to the pit, and he did not see Joseph in the pit, and he tore his clothes. And he returned to his brothers and said, "The youngster is not there, and where shall I yet go?" Then taking Joseph's tunic, they slaughtered a kid of the goats, and stained the tunic with the blood. And they sent the variegated tunic, and they brought it in to their father and said, "This we have found, Observe whether it is your son's tunic or not. And he recognized it and said, It is my son's tunic. An evil animal has devoured him. An animal has seized Joseph. Then Jacob tore his clothes, and put sackcloth on his loins. And he was mourning for his son many days. And all his sons and daughters gathered together, and came to comfort him. And he would not be comforted, saying, I shall go down to Hades to my son mourning. And his father bewailed him. Now the Midianites had sold Joseph in Egypt to Potiphar, Pharaoh's gelding, a chief butcher. Now it came about at that time that Judah went down from his brothers, and came as far as to a certain Odolamite man, whose name was Hirus. And there Judah saw a Canaanite man's daughter, whose name was Sawa. And he took her and went in to her. And after she had conceived, she bore a son, and called his name Er. And after she had conceived again, she bore a son, and called his name Aunan. And yet again she bore a son, and she called his name Salam. Now she was in Cosbi when she bore them. And Judah took for Er, his firstborn, a wife whose name was Tamar. And Er, Judah's firstborn, became wicked in the sight of the Lord, and God killed him. Then Judah said to Aunan, Go in to your brother's wife, and act as the part of a brother-in-law, and raise up offspring for your brother. But because Aunan knew that the offspring would not be his, it would come about that he would pour out his semen upon the ground, when he would go in to his brother's wife, so that he would not give offspring to his brother. Now it seemed evil in the sight of God that he did this, and he put him to death also. Then Judah said to his daughter-in-law Tamar, Stay as a widow in the house of your father, until my son Salam becomes full grown. For he said, Lest perhaps he too should die just like his brothers. And Tamar, after she had departed, stayed in the house of her father. Now the days were multiplied, and the wife of Judah, Sawa, died. And after Judah had been comforted, he went up to Timnah, to those shearing his sheep, he and his shepherd Hirus the Adulamite. And it was reported to his daughter-in-law Tamar, they were saying, See, your father-in-law is going up to Timnah to shear his sheep. And taking off from herself the garments of her widowhood, she clothed herself with a light summer garment, and adorned herself, and sat down near the gates of Ainan, which is on the way past Timnah. For she saw that Salam had become full grown, yet he did not give her to him as a wife. And when Judah saw her, he thought she was a prostitute, for she had covered her face, and he did not recognize her. Then he turned aside to her from the way and said to her, Allow me to come in to you, for he did not know that she was his daughter-in-law. And she said, What will you give me if you come in to me? And he said, I will send to you a kid of the goats from the flocks. And she said, If you give a pledge until you send it. And he said, What pledge shall I give to you? And she said, Your ring and your small necklace and the staff that is in your hand. And he gave them to her, and went in to her, and she became pregnant by him. And getting up, she went away and took off from herself her light summer garment, and put on the garments of her widowhood. Now Judah sent the kid from the goats by the hand of his shepherd the Adulamite, to recover the pledge from the woman, and he did not find her. Then he asked the men of the place, Where is the prostitute who was at Ainan by the road? And they said, There was no prostitute here. And he returned to Judah and said, I did not find her, and the people of the place say that there was no prostitute there. And Judah said, Let her have them, but let us not be laughed at. I, for my part, have sent this kid, whereas you have not found her. Now it came about, after a period of 3 months, that it was reported to Judah. They were saying, Your daughter-in-law Tamar has played the whore, and see, she is with child by whoredom. Then Judah said, Bring her out, and let her be burned. But as she was being brought, she sent to her father-in-law, saying, By the man whose things these are, I am with child. And she said, Take note whose is the ring, and the small necklace, and this staff. Then Judah recognized them and said, Tamar has been justified rather than I, inasmuch as I did not give her to my son Salam. And he did not continue to know her any more. Now it came about, at the time she was giving birth, that then she had twins in her womb. And it came about as she was giving birth, that the one put forth his hand, and taking it, the midwife bound scarlet material on his hand, saying, This one will come out earlier. But when he retracted his hand, then immediately out came his brother. And she said, Why has a barrier been cut through because of you? And she called his name Pharez. And afterward his brother came out, upon whom was the scarlet material upon his hand, and she called his name Zerah.